Thank you, Mr. Minister. I'm Amoy, a press officer of the Iranian Embassy. Thank you for Sosokova Peace Foundation to follow up the peace issue regarding to the Middle East. I hope that this session can help to the peace. But I think that some part of your presentation was not fair and it was against my country policies. And I think that you have mentioned about the different issues inside the Middle East, such as Daesh or different terrorist group. But I think that you should mention the two different other issues. One is related to the ideology of the terrorist group. You should know that most of these groups are ideologized by some radical thoughts that most come from your country. Another issue is related to the democratic trends. You mentioned that in some countries there are some terrorist groups that are just 50,000. Why do you lend to the people of the Yemen to make a fair election under cover of the United Nations? Or in Syria, you are talking such as a person that you can make that this person is legitimized and this person is not. I think that it is not our duties. We should refer to the international law, and it's better for us to solve the problem of the region by this sort of debate. Thank you very much.
I think when we look at terrorism and when we look at sectarianism, it started with the Khomeini Revolution in 1979. Iran proclaimed a Shia state based on the Twelver concept and Wilayat al-Faqih. Iran argued that it was responsible for every Shia in the Middle East. This is what lit the sectarian fire in our region. We had Sunnis, we had Shia, we had Ismailis, we had Druze, we had Kurds. There was no sectarianism. This provoked a negative reaction among conservative Sunnis, and this is what unleashed sectarianism. Iran established the first sectarian terrorist organization in the Middle East called Hezbollah. Hezbollah proceeded through suicide attacks to blow up embassies, kill people, and try to take over a country. There's nothing democratic about it. The Houthis in Yemen are 50,000. We in the Gulf came up with the Gulf Initiative, which led to the national dialogues in Yemen, which called for a democratic transition in Yemen, which the Houthis undid by attacking from Sa'ada to Amman, took over Sana'a, took over government institutions, and imposed their will by force, by weapons supplied by Iran. There's nothing democratic about this. When we look at the ideology of extremism, let's look at the pragmatic side of it. Osama bin Laden was dealing with Iran in the 90s and with Hezbollah. After 9/11, Al-Qaeda's senior operatives went to Iran, including Saad bin Laden. Your great nation gave him shelter and support. The order to blow up 3 housing complexes in Riyadh came from Saif al-Adil, the chief of operations for Al-Qaeda, while he was in Iran. This is harboring and sheltering terrorists. It has nothing to do with the ideology. So, we move forward, and we see Al-Qaeda and Daesh. Not one of them has attacked Iran. Why? Everybody else was attacked by them. Could it be because you support them, shelter them, harbor them? Probably yes.
So,